Hello children, this is grade 5, block 21 and S4. So today's topic is water a universal solvent. This is another property. Already in three days back you have learnt three properties, that is water exerts force, water is having force and water is having buoyant force and water exerts pressure. All three properties over. Today you are going to learn water why water is a universal solvent. So open reader page number 132. Just you read out this children. From here to here. Water is a universal solvent. From here to here you read out. Okay. So now I'll explain you. See, why is sea water salty? Why do not we see the salt? Where is it? Right? So salts dissolved in water, right? Salts dissolved in water. So here what happens, and they are carried to the sea. So water is solvent. A solvent is something in which other things can dissolve. What is solvent here? A solvent is something in which other things can dissolve. So today we will see two things children. First we'll take water and we will see which things will dissolve in the water. So which things will dissolve in the water? Salt will dissolve in the water, detergent, okay, lemon juice, sugar, coffee. These are the things which will dissolve in water. So now you tell me which things will not dissolve in the water. The things which dissolve in the water means soluble. Okay. Now the things which will not dissolve means insoluble in water, sand and flour. Okay, these are the things which will not dissolve in water. Now one more thing we will see, oil we will take. And what are the things that will dissolve in oil? Some chemicals are there children, like acetone, okay, hexagon, hexane, carbon tetrachloride. Okay, these are the chemicals which will dissolve in oil, right? Now what are the things that will not dissolve in oil? Oil will not dissolve, salt will not dissolve, coffee will not dissolve, detergent will not dissolve in oil. Okay, okay, now we will see here. See, most substances like ENO, lemon juice, detergent powder and gram flour dissolved in water but not in oil, right children? So now I want to ask you, why is water called a universal solvent? Okay, why water is called a universal solvent? Because water has the property to dissolve many substances. So it is called a universal solvent. So now I'll ask you one more question. How does this property of water help us to wash clothes? This property of water help us to clean our utensils, cars, floors and many other things. Okay, being a solvent, right children? So how does this help us in our day-to-day lives? So how this will help, being a solvent, the dirt in our clothes dissolve in the water and gets washed away. It helps us to cook food and make tea, coffee and lemonade, like that it will help us, right? Now I want to ask you one more question. Do gases also dissolve in water? Which gases dissolve in water? How is it helpful to plants and animals? Yes, so many gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide dissolved in water. Oxygen dissolved in water helps water, plants and animals to breathe, right? So carbon dioxide dissolved in water helps water plants to make their food, right children? Okay, now we will see the workbook, what it is there in the workbook. Page number 28. See page number 28. See the first one here. Water a universal solvent. See the first one. Name 5 solids and 5 liquids that can dissolve in water. So 5 solids and 5 liquids you have to Right. What are the solids? Salt, sugar, soap, coffee, detergent powder. Okay. Liquids, ink, milk, shampoo, lemon juice, like that you have to write. Now you observe second one, you observe the two pictures. Okay. Cleaning the clothes, making tea. So here, how does the property of water being a universal solvent help us in? How does this help? So water takes away the dirt from the clothes when we wash them, right? The dirt dissolves in water and is removed from the clothes. Now we will see making tea. Sugar and milk dissolved in water. The tea extract also dissolves in water. That answer you have to write. Now we will go with third one. Carbon dioxide dissolves easily in water. How is it useful for us? So we dissolve carbon dioxide in water to make fizzy drinks, right? Okay. Now we will see, open your reader, page number 134. In this 134, we will go with, already yesterday I told you to write A and B in sixth one, isn't it? Now we will see the C one. In the sixth question, C. Water is called a universal solvent. Give reason. Give reason. Water is called a universal solvent. So what answer you will write for that one? Because water has the property to dissolve many substances in it, so it is called a universal solvent, right children? Now we will go with question number 7. What is the 7? State any two uses of the property that water is a universal solvent. Okay, so at which point state any two uses of property that water is a universal solvent. So you write down this answer. Okay, let me see how you will write this answer. Now we will go with the eighth one. At which point A, B, C, D or E will the pressure be more and why? Just you observe A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so here pressure will be same at all prints A, B, C, D or E because the depth of water is same in all the tubes. That answer you have to write. Only the seventh one, state any two uses of the property that water is a universal solvent. This answer you must write. Okay, let me see whether you will write or not. Okay children, so whatever the work I have given, please do the work neatly and correctly in class workbooks. Thank you children.